right, everybody. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Nasty Addiction Garage. In today's episode, what we're going to be doing is cleaning up this 3S GTE. What we're going to be doing is removing this exhaust manifold. We're going to remove a couple things. We're going to try to wire wheel the block. We're going to try to paint it. We're going to try to make it look a little pretty and start changing things out, guys. So let's just jump into today's episode. Enough talking and let's go. All right, folks, welcome back. And if this is your first time joining, thank you so much for joining us. We have here a 3S GTE that belongs to this specific car that is going to be a full restoration. So this is Jose's car. Jose is a Midwest MR2 owner. He wanted to go all out on his MR2, so he brought it here to Nasty Addiction Garage. So we're going to do that for him. But this is his motor, 5th Gen 3S GTE. So it is going to be turbo. That car over there is NA. I don't think Jose has had an NA before or has had a turbo before, so it's going to be his first turbo. It's going to be pretty cool because we're going to make it out. We're going to make it look and work so well for him. So, guys, we're going to start wire wheeling this block and what we're going to paint. Just because, as you guys can see, there is a ton of rust in there. So, what we're going to end up doing then is going to remove this manifold. After removing this manifold, what we're going to go ahead and do is try to slowly start removing all these holes and stuff that are going to be in the way. We're going to just block off things like the dipstick tube. We're going to try to clean that out and make sure that that's covered so then nothing goes in there or spray. So, guys, let's just jump into it and let's go. All right, folks, thanks to the time lapse, I was able to remove everything. I'm going to go ahead and afterwards, like sand down the areas where they're going to be mounting points or contact points, so we don't have any grounding issues. But guys, this is kind of where we're at. This is a turbo. Turbo's removed. What I'm going to do is go ahead and take off this shield. I'm going to sand this header down and try to remove this broken heat shield rusted piece here, and try to remove these bolts. I don't know if that bolt's going to come out anytime soon. Like, that's like melted in there. Same thing with that one. So I don't know. Same thing with that one. Sorry. That I'm not sure of, but I'm gonna do my best to try to heat coat that, ceramic coat it with some type of heat protectant, just so then the heat doesn't heat soak the intercooler pipings. But we're gonna get to that later. That's not a thing that we're gonna worry about right now, just because there's quite a few different things we have to do before we do that. Anyway, so getting to this block, we're gonna go ahead and grab one of these wire wheels. Probably the more precise looking one is probably that one, just so then I can go around back and forth, left to right. I gotta cover up that dipstick piece, but other than that, guys, let's just get to it. I looked at the back, and the back is not bad at all. So hopefully this is going to be relatively quick, so then we can probably go ahead and start putting this on, all these components on. No promises just yet on that, just because I want to take my time and do it slow. George's car gave me OCD about timing belt stuff, so I'm taking my sweet time doing it. I don't want to rush it. I've done these multiple times, so I know I'm doing it right, but that car gave me some OCD. So guys, let's just jump into this time lapse. Enjoy it. Thank you, and let's go. All right, everybody, welcome back from this time lapse. Oh man, so as you guys seen, what we did was we scraped down with the wire wheel as much rust as we can, and a lot came off actually. I used a degreaser to then go ahead and spray it over all that rust and stuff, so then everything could just drip off and come off nasty. After that, I did use a brake cleaner. So the brake cleaner was the last thing I did. So we're gonna go ahead and do it to the other side. I'm gonna flip the camera around so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So you guys can see first how the other side came out and see what we have to do to the other side of the motor. So guys, let's just jump into it and let's go. So this is the way this side came out, and I think it came out pretty spectacular in my opinion. It came out all pretty clean. It's going to be a perfect base to throw some of that engine enamel on it. It's going to look so nice. I'm not too worried about these parts here because we're going to change all this out. So I'm not really worried about any of it. And granted, I'm going to be pretty good about how I spray over these parts. So guys, let's just jump into it. Let's gonna finish this side. Actually, we're going to go ahead and finish this side. And then we're going to go ahead and start spraying. So guys, let's jump into it and let's go. Alright folks, the weather kind of gave up a little bit for now. Doesn't look like it's going to be for very long, but I'm going to try to get this done. This is the other side, guys. Check it out. This block and head look pretty clean in my opinion. So what I'm going to do now is take the liberty while the weather is kind of cooperating. I'm going to go forward and start spraying down this side basically with the black engine enamel. I'm going to try to be as careful as possible. I was going to think of taping this up, but I think I'm just going to do a tape line straight down here and start spraying up some stuff. So guys, let's jump into it and let's go. What I did was I painted the block, guys, with an engine enamel. Let me see where's this can at so you can see exactly what I used. I used this engine enamel. I've had very much success with it. It heats up to 500 degrees, but it really doesn't chip or anything like that. It's gas and fluid resistant, so that's what I like about it, because it will stay. This will stay there for years and years to come. So as you guys see, it's coming out phenomenal. I'm going to go ahead and paint the silver part silver. So this motor looks brand spanking new, guys. So what we're going to go ahead and do, I'm going to put you back on the camera stand. And guys, I did ask, you know, would you guys rather see me do? Do you guys rather see me talk about what I'm doing or just time lapses? This is something you guys have seen already. So make sure you guys leave me a comment below and let me know, guys, because I kind of like the streamline real quick, kind of like time lapse, and you guys see what's going on. If you guys have any questions, you guys can always leave me a link or a comment down below in the comment section, guys. But let's jump into it and let's get this silver and let's get this knocked out. So let's go. everybody. Damn, I'm glistening. I've been sweating. I've been busting butt. But guys, it's gonna conclude today's episode. Like it's feeling very accomplished on how far I've gotten on this 5th Gen 3 SGTE for Jose. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you guys can see exactly how everything looks. I think it's looking phenomenal, and I think at this point, this is where I'm going to go ahead, and the next episode is probably going to be me changing out all of the parts. We're going to do all the seals and stuff like that. I think this is perfect timing to do it. I'm giving the motor some time to cure. This thing is looking phenomenal, guys. Like I do have to say, this thing is looking mighty sexy. So I'm really excited because, you know, I don't know. It's just something about spending other people's money to build them a car that I like. I mean, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I think I'm super happy the way this motor's coming out, because this is the way I would build it myself. So guys, again, I'm going to turn this around so you guys can check this out, and we're going to conclude this episode. So let's go. Check this out, guys. This thing came out, I mean, phenomenal. It almost looks like glass. It looks brand new. You know, I thought it was going to clash with the valve cover, but it really doesn't. Now that I look at it, it's going to look just nice and clean. It's going to be nice and crisp with the silver head, black block, and going with the, I'm not going to tell you guys yet, valve cover color, but it's going to look super nice. So as you guys see, guys, things came out great. So we have a ton of stuff here that we have to wire wheel, clean, and spray down as well. So all these things here are going to get sprayed down and wire wheeled, along with degreased and brake cleaned. But at this point, guys, this is going to conclude today's episode. Just as you guys see, we did clean the block. We wire wheeled it. We, again, degreased it. We brake cleaned it. Removed everything that we definitely didn't want damaged or sprayed. And this thing came out phenomenal. Same thing with the head, guys. We did it in a metallic silver and a hyper silver. And this thing looks phenomenal, guys. So enjoy the last little videos of this as we conclude today's episode, guys. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Peace. And make sure you guys check out nastyaddictiongarage.com and check out the Teespring account. I keep forgetting to mention this, guys. I got a ton of merch on the Teespring account, guys. You guys, I mean, I only got 2 t-shirts on my website, but on the Teespring account, damn, I have a ton of stuff. So, guys, go to the Teespring account, show some love, go buy some merch, check it out, and there is a free shipping code on the Teespring account. So you guys check that out and go from there. So again, like, share, subscribe, guys. Peace. Take care of yourselves and each other. Goodbye.